Hugo.
Cool, man.
Yeah, man, we're off the rails today. Back here in CT spawn, Issa, along with the rest of the gang. Look at that. The little CT boys ready to go. Ready to hold down this A-bomb site if needed to. Smoke over it short. And these three players tucked in CT, they are going to have to really over-deliver here. There's the first onto Config, and the trade can't come through from Palace. Now, the bomb is down, and OG have got 5 players in CT. 5, that is everybody. I'm wrapping them in through market, through the B-bomb site. There's a man going by the name of Blame F. His timing is going to be everything as the rest of Complexity fall back into the bomb site, trying to play around this planted bomb. The taps are in for Issa. A second found before he's traded and put to an end by Rush. They are on this bomb. The flank from Blame needs to come in, and it doesn't. It doesn't get there in time. He snuck all that way and dies immediately. OG, they find the pistol, and the triple CT setup works wonders.
Oh, it's a wild start, Harry. It's all out of the window right now, not just in the commentary, but in the server as well. And yeah, OG starting strong. That's a good sign, right? They're certainly going to be a little bit miffed after losing that last map up in a considerable fashion. And then a 2-on-5 to pull it all the way back into OT to lose. Oof. It's going to get to you. But Cole, buying up early, not waiting around, coming in with the big guns. Eags are plenty and mid taken. It's a slow start for Cole. They're going to move towards this A split by the looks of things.
Who wins here, Hugo? JKS with a Deagle or Valde with a FAMAS?
Valde. JKS has no armor, Harry. And plus, who knows if that's a fight we'll get. We've got 2 players in the bomb site right now. If JKS swings, he's got to deal with them first. Valde's looking towards connector. Issa's going to play under the balcony. Don't want to get hit on that ladder. And your accuracy will go anywhere but the target. Is that A split? The B players come to join in middle, and now with Short getting Molly, they're going to move in through Con as the smoke fades. Could even boost in window right now. That smoke's still got a few seconds left on it. 30 on the clock. Here comes Rush. Valde turning around at the worst possible moment. Doesn't want to give that kill up and needs to remain aware that they could be right here, and in fact they are. That jungle smoke is down and the clear under is perfect as well. A has now been overwhelmed, overtaken by Cole. It's just Mantu hidden in the back boxes. They don't check him. He gets one. He can't stop the bomb, and they will find him eventually. Config swings in for the kill, and now this CT hold is getting torn to shreds. 2 CTs left, and these AKs for Cole are doing everything they need to do. Nice kills from Valde, but it is traded and left Nico in a 1-on-2.
Onto the FAMAS, but now they know where he is and they just swing him together. Complexity with that force buy, they find the round, they force up and they instantly come in with a winner. And you know, it's a bit of a classic game of like who won the pistol. Well, OG might have got that pistol round in the bag, the force buy favored Cole, and they make it work. Great entries from Config as well. Like if that's a sign of things to come, a little bit worried for OG.
So reforcing back in, not the wrong move here. Mantu saving for the AWP, but that's how you really do a number on your opponent, switching it up very early on and flipping the momentum. Not that there was much of it. Bomb going A again. Cole have been really slow to start on these defaults, just spreading out, seeing if OG want to make any moves, take any map control. They're not. So it will just be that A commitment once again. This time more so set up on the ramp side. If they want to go Palace, that's a lot of spots to clear right now. They're keeping their eyes on the prize. Config coming in through middle late. If the bomb plant is open, he can play for it. Let's see if we can even get a plant in right now. OG is stacked B. They've gambled incorrectly. It's only Issa here, and he's going to have to give up a lot of room with double mollies landing in spawn. Config trying to cut off rotations, but yet to see anything. And OG might just straight up save here, keep 5 alive, and come in with this buy in the next round. It would have to be a full eco otherwise. But they're making the wrong read. Hell, just give it another go. Save your stuff. Might be a 10 alive round unless Config can do anything naughty up here on B shore.
Yeah, Config with the AK, you know, probably doesn't want to risk giving that over. And I think in a round like this, you'll take 5 alive if you're Cole. Like, you have a lot more to lose than to gain from hunting these saving players. And so 2-1, another go at the pistols in the next round. As you say, Hugo, right? They get to bring them out back to back as a result of just keeping all 5 alive here. It's a unicorn round. All 10 players survive. Don't see them every day. When was the last time you saw a unicorn round, Hugo? It's been a while.
I think it was a Nuke game. Global Challenge or I Am New York, one of those events.
Yeah.
Around that time, end of last year. Don't really remember though. Not very common, no. Either way, we're back to the action. Maybe, assuming OG don't hide again. Not the round to hide though, right? You're going to be rebuying in round number 5, so may as well give it a go. And that's more like it. Valde with a deep peek down B finds Rush. There's even more where that came from. With Issa clearing this position, we can start to see rotates back towards A. Config spraying towards connector. We've got JKS lurking Palace on this A split, but OG are everywhere. All around this A site.
Yeah, it's not going to be plain sailing, especially not with this lower tunnels flank from Issa, but he just misses that opportunity. Well, they will get one in the meantime. With Blame and Config both low, you want something out of this position from Blame F. He's got a chance here to at least deal with one. Well, they're waiting down by the cinder blocks, already onto a double, and Blame hasn't checked it yet. Config is about to swing in and get this info. Then Valde is down underneath. Oh, there it is for Blame. He gets away with that one and leaves us in a 2-on-2, but they had to sacrifice Config to get that information. Not where you wanted to find yourself if you're Complexity. You don't know where these 2 remaining players are. And OG are just remaining tucked back in CT.
That's a dirty shot. Only Blame. Nice nade, though, does them both in 20 seconds. If he wants to go B, he's got to go now. He's got to run it. And he's always going to be scared of spawn as well while he does it. So maybe it will be up to Cat instead. Dropping lower. Oh, I'm not sure. This is going to be damn close. Is there even time? This was the one route I didn't think he could take, and I still don't know if this is realistic for Blame. No, it's done. It's a lost round. He had to take short or go through CT. Obviously, understandable why you wouldn't want to take either of those routes. You miss the short jump, you've lost. You go CT and they're holding it, you've lost. So he goes for the, I guess, safest play, but at the same time, there's no time for it. That's an awkward one. Definitely not the round you'd expect Blame F to, you know, miscalculate, but nonetheless, it's going to be OG stealing an eco right back. Pistols will do it all. Some fine deke shots to get us there. 2-2, and the full bite that was coming through anyway, well, now it's padded out. Now it's maxed out here for OG. They've got the AWP, they've got full util, they've got a kit.
Yeah, really is everything you could possibly need if you're OG. Oh. All right, Issa and Valde combining for that kill between the 2 of them. And it's the big slowdown from Complexity, grinding to a halt, setting up for an A play. OG with a good response towards this A bomb set, right? If the push does come in, they've got 3 players nearby. Just use the smoke up in the apartments. They can even afford to be pretty liberal with the rotations from B. They could send Alexa B around early. Only 1 smoke getting thrown, so you're just having to peek and win all of these gunfights. Mansu represents a real problem back in CT. Now, the bomb is at least dropped in the site. That's something if you're Blame F here. That Molotov might force the AWP into your crosshair. However, just a little short. Mansu finds a hidey hole to stay alive in, and Blame F, 25 seconds. Time starting to become a problem for him here. He's looking for kills into CT. Nothing being presented yet. He sees the shadow. He knows that one player is on the right-hand side, but he's not being given the fight that he needs to get back into this round. And Mantu peeking on the jump is there to lock it in. 3-2. OG up in the lead, and the money now gone for Complexity.
Oh, it's so annoying to play if you're blame as well, right? Like Mantu picks off 2 of your teammates by peeking, and then he suddenly tucks in, he suddenly hides and waits for reinforcements. You try and flash play him, and he just pokes his head back up again for a third. Nice AWPing. Far more, simple for Mantu to get stuff done in the CT side of this map than back on Inferno, who's good on the CT side. T side struggling to get AWP picks there. Nice shot from Mantu again on the jumping blame. Running it right back. And yeah, this map is certainly an AWPer's paradise. So many options for you. Config. Oh, he's on top of the ledge, but not going to be able to get anything done. Nico spots the smoke. And this is only Deagles for Cole, hoping for someone to pop off. But it's not looking good so far. No armor, and they're getting chewed up, spat out. Valdi with a double, and Issa finishes the round. 4-2, and a good showing so far from OG. But as we've learned back from Inferno, it's not over till it's over. And Cole are never going to go down without giving it their all. So let's see what the gun rounds have to show us.
I like what we're getting out of Mantu. Been pretty instrumental so far since that AWP's been bought out. Valdez, well, looking good and trying to get these stats looking even prettier with the top mid push, but into config. And the double up is in. Not often that Cole have been given an advantage such as this. 5-on-3 into the A-bomb site they go. Mantu, they're already past him. They're out of Palace, and Rush wins that head-to-head. It might just be a save here for OG. Already out of the round, and they don't get away with the gun on Alexi either.
Yeah, Mantu not ready for someone to just jump out Palace like that. Knife out, strafing around the corner. Just getting a headshot while he's still holding ramp. And with that, Nico's got a save and a 1-on-5. It's going to be a game of trading rounds, I think. Cole upping the ante, upping the pace into A and finding their third. OG still have money left to fight. But that will go both ways now, with everyone surviving for Complexity. No exits for Nico. Bomb going off. And at least we'll have the AWP back on Mantu.
Yeah, you like the idea from Cole, right, about trying to mix things up, trying to take the aggression for a change and dictate that first fight in a very important gun round. But it comes back to haunt them. They can't pull the wall over Config's eyes, and on the back of it, that A site falls apart.
Bar smokes. They're all in Palace, though. At this point, OG, the comms are scrambling. They don't know where to look. They don't know what to think. No one's at ramp, they say, with a full execute. Issa's got everything to do. Oh, he's got one. Nice spray, getting a couple as well. Mantu's fallen with the AWP, but through the smoke goes Valdi to drop the bomb, and then he resets, disappears into the mist. Cole may have the sight and the bomb, but they're down a man, and that gives time for OG to group up and get ready to close this round.
Yeah, Poison can't really plant anywhere either. Gonna try and go for the CT position. Nico nailing that shot, and Valde holding from the connector. That was always gonna be the problem, right? Even though you get the bomb with so much time going to OG, they're already set up. They've got players in connect. The guy's waiting CT. And they just swing it on 2 different timings. Complexity don't know where to look. And none of it would have been possible at all if it wasn't for Valde and Issa. I think they're the real heroes in that round there. Issa with the double kill into Palace, Valde trading that first player. You know, because suddenly, right, if Valde didn't get that kill onto, I think it was JKS, if he didn't get that, suddenly the bomb can go down, right, and then it's like a 3v3 with bomb planted, and you know, you're not able to just collapse onto the bomb site. Now this round, I don't know how it's happened like this, but just immediately this round has fallen apart for OG. They go from looking really strong to suddenly just down to 2 surviving. Mansu can't hold on to CT. And Rush is out of the B apartments. They hit everywhere on the map at once, and everyone just wins their fights.
Yeah, I like the pace change. Cole have been doing that a lot, right? Going for these really slow defaults where they're holding mid, they're grouping off of a pick, and they execute. Now, we're just going to run down mid. We're just going to run up connector and see what you give us. They knew a couple of rounds prior as well. OG set up for an aggressive mid play themselves. So, they're not going to be ready for such a fast-paced round after so many times that Cole have held at the top of mid.
Hold.
I like this map. That's to split short. Topcon smoke. They're already deep B as well. Nico with a lot to do. Nade is good. He's even called for 2 more rotates as well. 3 players in this B bomb site. Does Blame activate early, or does he come in as the insurance policy, the backstab? Ooh, that's a spot. Config throwing in the molly. They're looking like they want to go. Blame's timing is everything here in connector. Oh.
Yeah, smoked off. You hope that Blame doesn't just become a kind of loose end for complexity in this round. OG now with a lot of time to stack this B bomb site, and Cole, they must kind of be doubting themselves somewhat, right? Like, Blame hasn't seen anything. There's been re-smokes into the apartments. Getting that kill is definitely going to spur you on to try and make this play happen, but there's still a lot of bodies here. Mansu in with the first, AK now retrieved. Alexa B's M4's roaring to life as well, and Poison's taking the combat AWP into the fray. Valde finally dealt with, and Blame F making his presence known. That entire round now hinging on Poison in the 1v1. He's on for the ace as well. The combat AWP, the Eagle combination, and Issa in with the short wrap. Either this falls apart because Blame gives that 1v1 over, or Poison picks up an ace to salvage the round, and it's going to be the latter. All 5 for Poison, tying the game up, an ace to get there. And he says, that's why they waited for me. That's why they waited for me to get back.
What a round, man. That B stack was looking good for OG as well. Like, you definitely got a question to push through the smoke for Nico. I mean, his death at least entices Cole to commit into the stack. That's one benefit of it. But with the re-smoke coming through so early in B, he could have tucked, and I doubt he gets checked there by Cole. Could have been a lot more done. Even so, very nice try for OG on a broken buy. And now talk of broke. Well, they're on full eco. Push into ramp. Config doubles up, trade for Valde, and that's an AK given over, but good luck getting away with JKS up in Palace, looking to cut off these leaving players, trying to get out of the site and into his crosshair instead. JKS with another, knows that Valde still stands. Mantu's been given the AK, he's the one unknown quantity right now, and that's why Cole is still playing reserve towards B, but with a player in the market, with short and apps as theirs, they can get the B bomb plant in. This should surely be 6. They're even hunting. Definitely want to get this AK out of the hands of Mantu.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to find him, though. He's tucked in at ramp. And while there's players nearby, Cole aren't really moving around too much. They're pretty slow on this one. And Mantu just might live to see another day. Yeah, he will. All right. All right. 6 for Cole. They don't hunt down the AK, but they are in this lead. And they want to keep themselves there. Now, holding on to this AK, what does it mean for OG? Well, Mansu can now drop that AK over to someone on the OG side, buy up an AWP, and he's got utility behind his AWP. And whoever's fortunate enough to receive the AK.
Wait, they bought 4 M4s? I swear I saw 4 M4s there. I'm pretty sure there's one in Spawn.
There is.
They overbought. They saved an AK and they overbought.
Actually.
There's one in Spawn, though.
Are you sure?
I thought I saw them. Maybe I'm crazy.
Because Alexa B only spent 2,000.
Okay,
so
maybe I'm crazy.
Pretty sure.
Phew. Oh,
pretty sure they did not. I think we're good there.
Ignore me.
Oh, fast out, fast in. Alexa B with this M4. Can't save Nico's life, but he can hold down this B bomb site. Poison back onto the Deagle. It was his friend in the round prior. This time he's still got friends up with him. The AWP back out and blames Conlurk. This time gets them the kill onto Issa that he wasn't able to get last time around. Mantu's left to try and save, and Poison will not let that happen. Cole have now hit this point in the game where they can really just take leaps and bounds over OG. Every victory they get is feeling like a 2-for-1, because with it, you know, you're simultaneously just breaking the bank accounts of OG.
Yeah, unleashed. Got to be getting scary for OG at this point. They've gone for smokes, but there's not a lot you can do here with pistol armor. Konvig trying to get the ramp pick. Cole pushing everything at all points. Leaving A, though. Another B stack for OG. It worked almost perfectly last time around. They came down to the one-on-one. They're already starting to doubt that as well. As Blame once again looks for this con timing, he will be in position. Issa might be on the chopping block right now. Blame checks it, and that's a freebie. Smoke down as well. He is very low, so it's important he stays alive, doesn't give any more guns over. Poison getting the pick to window. There's another player there, but only a USP, and Poison runs right by with the AWP. Oh, nice shots for Poison. Just fast flicking, getting these combat AWP kills. On his own on the short split as well. No fear, no problem. And no more rounds for OG as Cole find another 8-5, and Valde's just looking for any guns he can.
And this next round really does dictate whether or not we see like a 10-5 half from Complexity. And that would be after, you know, OG looking good in like the early stages of this game. You know, Cole eventually tying us up at 5-5, and then just going on to 10-5 the half would be something else, and it would set them up really quite nicely to 2-0 this series. And so this round that's about to come up decides whether or not that's what we see, right? If it doesn't go in favor of OG, they're buying up whatever they can right at the end of the half. I'm talking, you know, you might have an M4 in play on guys that have a bit more money, but for the most part, it will be things like SMGs, FAMASes, scouts, pistols, armor, that kind of thing. So you need to find success in a round like this. It'll make all the difference in the long run. So the pressure's on now for OG. What are they going to try and do to even this scoreline up?
Fast up. Mid is taken by Cole. It's free real estate. There's only Alexia here. And with that flash, he crosses to ladder. I don't know if they spotted that. Blame may have. It's a big bit of real estate right now. Config's looking curious. And so they're not falling for it. Deep Molly keeps Mantu back or forward. He's got to make his mind up, and back he goes. Alex is just trying to remain undetected. With Mantu potentially making first contact on Catwalk, they might not ever be ready for Alexi. Top con smoke down. And the A split looking likely here. With this late lurk again coming in from under. Config on his own. It's been Blame in the past in con. More A smokes. And no one in the site either. It's got a retake setup for OG in the last round here, or the last full buy round, as Issa sits back in CT. Poison's looking to pick him through the box. He can't. And, Config gets caught on the mid-rotation. That's Alexi coming from ladder. Now call a man down. Got to rely on this attack, on this offensive. Rush has been dinked, though, and they've yet to get a plant. They need to do so soon. The smokes are fading, and there's none left in the pocket of Cole.
Ooh, suddenly this very much becomes about winning your fights and getting past this 5-man defense. So much damage done. And finally, Blame F has dealt with Issa, but it's only for a moment, right? 2-on-4, no respite yet. Poison's out of the round, and so it's JKS last alive. They're all over at the connector, all 3 players. And it's just 28 points of health and 8 seconds left. It's not going to happen, is it? OG, they keep their heads above water. That round was so important, right? We already went into it saying that the fact that OG find a round there means that a 7-8 half, you know, getting this as close as you can is now very, very achievable. You were never going to break Complexity's money, right? They had 2 players at 16K almost, so they're totally fine. But it's for your own preservation. It's for your own chances now. You're no longer hinging on a weakened force buy to close out the half. Now you've got the AWP on Mantu, another AWP on Alexi as well. And so you've got a great chance here to 7-8 the half.
Well, Mantu's going for it full send. He's been boosted. Does he know a player's crossed to the right? The timing is good for Cole, but the left peek first. The bomb dropped, and Mantu doesn't stop, finding a double. Sees an arm as well. He's going to dodge the flash to the best of his ability and try and come in with a little bit more, dying in the apartment eventually, but it's still a great hold to find that bomb. And now everyone's here on this B bomb site. Poison looking for a desperate play, looking for another ace. Not very realistic. Triple stacked in B with a flank as well. He's walking the smoke. This is a death sentence. He just doesn't know it yet.
Oh, Valde should be looking right at him. Valde should be staring him down. Oh, he's just missing him. He's just missing him by the tiniest of margins. Poison is surely dead. Surely he doesn't survive this. The flank from Issa, he's just missed the timing. Oh, Poison, it couldn't have gotten worse. And there it is, 8-7 at the end of the first half. Nice and close. OG, they recover. And while Complexity have the lead, will it stay that way for long?
Gotta work until I'm on the covers. Hey, I just gotta work until my songs are covered. Hey, I just wanna make it proud to be my mother. Wish we could learn how to love our mistakes. Straight from the jump and not wait for an answer. Wish we could smile when shit's rough nowadays. Change our reactions. You just gotta love yourself.
Waited all round long, looking there, and now falls brave, but Malta might just be the saviour. And now just Zipnik's left to find, but if one man is stealing these punches, it's often him.
This is for the map. This is for the game. The smoke phase coming. He gets the kill. He gets him off the bomb. The pistol's out. The P250 might just save Big once again. And he's done it all on his own.
Halfway through this map and scores on the doors. Cole up by 1 at an 8-7 half, looking good, but not quite out of the water, out of the fire yet, rather, or out of the woods, out of the water, however you want to say it. It's still a tough time. OG show a couple of rounds at the end of the half, and that will very much keep them in it mentally. Smoke's on A. is the game plan. Fast execute for OG to retake for Cole. They got the kit on JKS, back towards CT, and the smokes are in. Here come the cavalry.
Oh, there they are, JKS, they're out. They all turn their back to him, and those back of the head hitboxes, finicky as ever. JKS, when he's given the chance in the head-to-head, he takes them off. And now Mantu up into CT, gonna see if he fares any better versus the might of JKS, who was tagged down to 5 HP when he gets those 2 kills. The flash is good, but JKS has dodged it. And now, peeking over the top, well, they will get the better of him. A 3-on-3 ensues, and Config is already deep within this site, far deeper than OG were ready for. But that little warning shot has given them all the info they need. They rush down Alexa B, the bomb planted for CT, not a kit in sight. So they've got to get on this defuse. The kills need to come in, and Valder, naded out by Config, draws a close to that pistol round. Complexity, they get it locked in, and they go 9-7 up.
Nothing like stealing a nade from an opponent and using it to close the round there. What a dunk down into CT. And yeah, great shots from JKS. Worth noting the jumping backwards out Palace. Very smart for OG. Wouldn't do that in a gun round. You can just get sprayed, right? But against USPs that are relying on those headshots, it's a very nifty way of sneaking away into the bomb site at very minimal risk. But once you start getting aggressive, well, that's when JKS is ready to butter your bread. And OG, they get toasted. 9-7 and a timeout before OG get back into this T side. We had them win their CT pistol, and Cole forced and flipped it on its head very fast. So OG looked to do the same thing, buying up, but it's far less pretty. We had a couple of AKs last time around. This time it's Mac 10s, Galil. Is there another rifle out and about? Maybe. Mantu could get himself a Galil. Or Galal. Better than the FAMAS at least. And cheaper as well. I mean, that's a 1-2 punch. So probably a faster round here for OG. The classic MM cool, hit B. Go fast, go 5. Smokes into mid though, so OG splitting it a little bit. They throw a lot of mid utility, but will still be that B group early. Everyone here. And with enough pressure put on mid early, they've drawn the short player out very deep. Config, he's confirmed there's nothing here, but that has left his teammate on an island in this site. Rush has got to do it all on his own. Config coming back as well. Oh, Rush, one from the site, gets overwhelmed by Alexi B, and Config is here behind the pillar. Can't stop the plant, but can keep Cole man up, and he's already creeping in. Are they ready for this move? Nico is with the mag, finding a kill at range, and now the rifles will be left to retake in a 3-on-3.
Oh, the short side flank from JKS. While it is coming in, it's being watched by Alexa B. Time starting to tick against Complexity. If they're going to go for this, they got to go now. They got that kit on Blame F, but it's up in the apartments. It's vulnerable to getting dropped. JKS is deleted it short, and Blame is tagged down at 10 HP. He's now gone as well. There's just no time for Poison. Try as he might, and even though he's winning fight after fight, it's still not the round. OG, they steal it away with the pistols. 8-9, an immediate response from OG.
Exactly what happened in that first half. And man, Config, you think he's making the round-winning play, creeping up catwalk on the right wall, but that's, if anything, what not only gives OG back to 3-on-3, but then arms them with an M4 that finds 3 kills. Alexi B does it all. And so not even like a bad play for Config. He has a really good position. He's got a timing. He can't stop the plant, but he can kill the planter off the bomb, and then just gets swung by Nico on the Mac 10. And it all comes crumbling down as a result. Force back for Cole. They want to try and contest this one, but it's going to be difficult with only Deagles and a scout. Blame makes something work. Poison so low. And OG moving through the middle. Maybe down a man, but still somewhat advantageous with the weaponry they have, although that could change in an instant. Config, oh dear, he needs that kill more than anything, because now he's trapped, now he's caught, and they're going to chase him down if only he finished the job.
That's such a shame. Config, I've said that about him so many times today. It feels like he's had all these opportunities, but just slipping by the wayside. It has put the fear into OG. And now they're worried about everything. They're not budging. And we're just 45 seconds left. You know, eventually they've got to hit it, this B bomb site. They're hitting that point where they don't even have time to change their minds. It is just an all-in B offensive. And because Complexity of JKS pushed up at ramp over at that A bomb site, they have stacked 3 over towards B. They are here ahead of time. And so as long as they hold their nerves, which they will thanks to JKS, they are stacked up as the push is coming in. Rushes Deagle good for the first. Dropping into the site is Issa, and he'll double up. But will they be ready for Blame F, who is sat by patient? Oh, they're planting the bomb, but the smoke is on it, so Blame can't deny it. 2 out of these 3 players are low, but it's not enough. Blame F is deleted from the round without getting anything done. And JKS, oh, good guy JKS, doesn't have armor behind the Deagle. Coming in late, and Nico on the other side, just waiting patiently. Nico, keep holding. Knives are out. Get a little now. Still waiting, running away. Bye. Oh, there it is. Peak for JKS. Nothing else found, and it's a little bit ugly. OG up onto 9.
Yeah, I really thought Blame was going to spam that smoke there and try and stop the plant. There were 10 seconds left. If he got that kill right at the end and dropped the planter, even if he dies, there is like maybe a chance that OG fumbled the bomb plant and the round is won by Cole. That was
not only that, it would have given JKS a lot more room in the apartments, right? But that doesn't happen because, you know, you imagine if that kill onto the planter comes in, well, suddenly you're scrambling to get the bomb down and get that trade, right? Those are your 2 priorities. Likely, that means that Nico is not in the apartments, which means JKS has a lot more room in a round like that.
Obviously, Blame can't see the bomb, so that's obviously the main reason he doesn't go for it. But default, pretty common spot, right? Like you...
Yeah, right. It's not like they were like doing some like mega out there plant spot that like you didn't know about, right? The smoke's for apartments. They're in apartments. It's probably planted for apartments.
The only reason there is like, you know, they don't know you're in the site. They've already killed 2. You're hoping the element of surprise is enough. If you don't give away your position, because obviously if he spams and he misses the plant to say it's a bit wider or he misses his shot, like there he's screwed. They know he's there. They've got the plant. He's given away his position for nothing. But unfortunately, that was seemingly the only way to win the round, it felt like, for Cole. Now to Felico. So OG have flipped this one on its head. The force fight back in almost does it and almost doesn't cut it. Fouled it fast with the SMG getting 1. And his team will pick up the pieces. Config. Oh, that's a punishing flick.
Config is the king of almost killing people.
It does feel like that right now. He was showing up on Inferno. He was shining bright. And so it's a bit of a shame to see that here on Mirage. OG are in the lead. It didn't feel realistic. It didn't feel, not impossible, but this easy.
You want to know a tried and tested method for getting back into the game if you feel like you're only doing damage but you're not killing? You have to change the state of your socks. So if you were wearing them, take them off. And not flirting with you, but you know, like that's what you do. And if you're not wearing them, put them on. Trust me on that, Hugo.
I never see you with socks on, Harry.
Yeah, it's because I'm always just feeling it. But like, if ever I'm not, don't worry. The socks are ready to go on.
That's an interesting concept. We'll get back to that later, because right now it's a B rush and it's going in fast. Rush, the man himself, has to hold on onto everything. Config's doing the damage. Can he keep it alive? He's killing everyone. No damage, all kills, all headshots. And Mantu now alone. 4 for Config. You talk some smack and he shows up in a big way. That's exactly what we needed from Complexity. Wow, what
that's a man who's just changed his socks right there, right? Config.
Has he gone from on to off or off to on?
I reckon on to off with Config. Look at this.
Cold feet.
Rocking out with his sock out over towards short side. My, oh my. Almost the ace as well. It would have been incredible, but look at that.
That's a face of a man who's not satisfied. That's a man who wants all 5. Better luck next time, but damn good hold. Okay. Well, the socks are off and the gloves are on. Collar pushing top mid. Blame taking space, taking names, and dishing out the pain in high supply. He's been covered by an AWP, but Alexi B swings and wins. Poison smoked off, gonna chuck a nade. That could be big. Not as much as I hope, but still some damage. OG down a man, but they've at least traded it. Where will they go from here?
Well, they've got Valde waiting back in the B apartments. But they're not looking to rejoin him just yet. Very, very slow in this round. Back to middle they go. Poison waiting in the window. Flashed in for a peek and he doesn't see anything, so he decides to leave middle now. He thinks the timing is good for that. Repositions all the way over towards CT. And in reality, the timing couldn't have gotten much worse. Mantu with a smoke as well. If he drops this, or anyone with a smoke for that matter over in mid, if he drops this and... oh, that's a lovely flash. I love that one. But they never see the man tucked. They don't know that Valde's in the apartment. His presence here is unknown, but there's 7 seconds. That bomb can't go down. Issa cannot win this round no matter what he does. That's the complexity, they take the lead. The timings were in the favor of OG. The flash was dodged. Things were looking good. But the problem is, like, to hit those timings, you had to leave it very, very late in the round. And at that point, you are relying on getting those kills as you go up the catwalk. And the fact that everyone gets shut down, everyone gets slowed down, really does come back to hurt OG.
The first round the corner was the bomb, which we usually criticize, but in that case, it had to be, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that bomb ain't up in the sight, mate. Yeah. It's over, you know?
And he dies immediately. And, well, at that point, 10 seconds, bomb loose, no chance. That's unfortunate for Cole, or for OG rather. It's not what they wanted with, you know, what started all right, 4-on-4, lots of room given in middle, 2-2 split for Cole. OG, they dropped the ball, they dropped the bomb, they dropped the round, but not the shot. What a kill for Alexi. JKS lets it pass. Oh, he needed both, and he gets him even a third. That's a great recovery from JKS. Almost looked like a whiff, but he stands strong, and Blame stands tall above the stairs, keeping Cole up against that eco. Nothing is sacred right now. Nothing is guaranteed. But OG coming back in with another huge buy round. Have to stay in this game right now. This could be the series done and dusted if Cole just find a few more. Lovely stuff for JKS. I've been at the criticism of a lot of poor games starting off coming into this roster, but today we've had a lot of mileage from him.
Look at this, explosive down over at catwalk. I love the pace, I love the speed. Let's see what they do with it. Well, the bomb's dropped in the apartment, so you can go as fast as you want. You're going head first into a collision here if you're OG. Oh, they're ready for the wrap. Alexi's gone. It's a 3-on-5.
How are you in market at 130 in the round? That's what I'm wondering. Alexi's so quick.
Oh, rush. They're right there. And there he is, the readjustment. Goodbye. It's all on Mantu. 1v5. Nice and easy, right? Config holding onto the apartments. Bomb retrieve. Minute and 5 seconds left. This is the story so far. Mantu is running all the way back towards T-Spawn to try and get ahead of complexity, to try and make them guess, give himself any room to work with. The problem is Mantu is very much relying on them feeding him these kills, right? The pressure is off complexity. And Mantu knows that the only way that I get away with something here is if they essentially come to me. And complexity, I don't know if you can see the minimap right now, they're not moving. They have physically let go of the keyboards, standing still, knowing that this round is in the bag. If they just don't push the one man that's still alive. AMF has even taken this lower peak. He's going to see the legs. Mantu, there it is. Shows a little too much skin. Blame gets the better of him. Complexity up onto 13. No money for OG. And this series could draw to a pretty anticlimactic ending unless OG are able to find something in their rifle round against 14.
Yeah. And we saw a similar situation that first map, right? It was the inverse. It was OG up and about, Cole pulling a bit of a comeback and closing it. So OG need to do the same right back to him. Pistols out. We got nade stacked into the window, perhaps. Blame. Your time is limited, but he gets out. Oh, dodges the artillery strike. Or misses that shot somehow, but nades in and Blame finishes one. Nico with a double D. Where has that come from? Killing everyone all over the place, all over the map. But Issa's gone and JKS is holding strong. Nico needs to keep that up if they want to actually win this force by round. And Mantu's found himself an orb and with great effect, picking JKS off of default. Both players trapped window side. B is free. OG could just waltz in right now and get that plant. Blame's even eaten a shot through the smoke. Uh-oh. Rush is going to be able to try and stop Nico here, so he could drop the bomb. Timing is everything. And OG, take this time to hold on and wait. See if Cole feed the beast anymore. Blame's pushed ramp. He won't commit. It's a long route through spawn. And Mantu, oh, if he doubles back, it gets avoided, it gets missed. The timing, and somehow Rush wins that fight, even though Mantu scoped up. You take those if you Rush, but a scary situation. Nico now with the AWP needs to finish what he started.
Oh, but already in B, Rush is one step ahead. He might be the man to close it out, and indeed he is, 14-10. And the hopes of finding a partial buy victory to keep the dream alive for OG is now out the window. This is the buy round that really does decide their fate. You know, they're at the point at least where the loss bonus is kind of starting to max out, so they've got that going for them, right? They can grind this game to an overtime. But that's not what you want. You want to have a tiny room for error, right? You want to build something up and around like this one that's coming. AWP on Mantu. He put it to good use when he picked one up. Can he do it again? Out into mid they go. Poison misses the jump over the smoke because of the flash, but won't miss it the second time around. Alexa B now alone in middle, underneath the nose of Config, drops that molly, trapping him in the connector. But maybe Config's not trapped in here with Alexi, and it's Alexi trapped in here with Config. JKS has been incredible inside of this A-bomb site, and he's going to have to do it again. Config does best Alexi. JKS is gone, but Config hitting the ground running onto a triple, blinded off the angle, and it all falls onto Valde in the clutch. He has a bomb plant at least. CT is open. Valde doesn't know that yet. Flash to try and get over. Tagged by the AWP, but he lives to tell the tale. Valde just hiding out, just waiting for his moment to pounce. Behind the boxes, the spam is coming in, but Valde is still alive somehow. Molotov to CT, Valde wrapping around triple. They don't know about him yet, and now he's repositioned. They smoke him off to try and get on this bomb. There's the tap to Poison, and now just Rush left to beat, but you can't get past him. The ultimate blocker in these clutch attempts is Rush. And he puts 15 up on the board for Colt, now one away from the clean 2-0.
Yeah, Rush hasn't been going crazy in frags or getting multi-kills on B like Config has, but like you said, he's been the closer of so many of these rounds, shutting down bomb plants, tapping it there, and Valde's hand is forced. He has to try and check the plant. He doesn't know whether it's a stick or not. And this is one hell of a game for Cole. Config even picking up that second AWP as well, looking unleashed with it. And is there any answer? OG with more plants and more loss bonus, but money has not been the problem in this game. Oh boy. They're going through the smoke. Nico's fully flashed, and JKS has just dashed them down with a double, dropping the bomb and dinking Issa, somehow living as well. They must have a molly. They need to throw it under. Mamantu gets peeked before it leaves his hand, and this map might end with a strong ending for Complexity. They just clean it up, man. It's just a pub on that A side, running through ramp smokes, running